To Wager Talk Today, the gold standard of sports betting shows where we talk the talk and walk the walk. Dingers and $5, Dan. That's what this day is all about.
Dingers, $5, World Cup, all of that, Andy, coming your way right here on the show. Hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe. We're pumped up. We got Jesse Shule coming by. The Fade God is here. The Comment King. Jesse Shule, what team should you be fading in Major League Baseball and the World Cup today? You'll find out. And then Ross, the boss. You know him. You love him. 2 MLB plays. But, Andy, it's 30 seconds into the show. Even though, screw the Cardinals, maybe we'll talk about that a little bit later. We're off a loss on the Wager Talk Today play of the day, Andy. But we continue. And I like this prop quite a bit, Andy. What's the play of the day for the folks?
Yeah, really liking this this play. That plus 112 is long gone. It's like minus 120 now. So a lot of people in the props betting market saw this one early this morning. We'll go Pete Crow Armstrong over 1.5 hits plus runs plus RBIs. This is just a fade of Senga, who's pitching for the Mets. He's really been awful. 24 innings, 28 hits, 24 earned runs. And Armstrong, man, one of the hottest batters. Do you know he's averaging 5 hits plus runs plus RBIs the last 5 games? He's getting 5 of them. He's not getting 2. He's smacking the ball around. And he's gone over in 75% of the last 20 games. He's slated to bat cleanoffs or he's lead off. I don't know what clean off is, but lead
new term. But just came up with it.
But he's batting lead off, so maximum at bats. I am stunned that this is at 1.5. So we'll jump on that as the official play of the day. The only caveat, the only one, is that it may rain in this game. So we play it. Hopefully it doesn't get voided, but there is rain, about 70%. So fingers crossed, because I do love this play.
And that's across all Major League Baseball today. We had Ross switch out a play that he was going to talk about here simply because of the weather issues that are going on. So, yeah, it's pouring where I'm at, Andy. I don't know if you're soaked as well, but MLB, it is a check the weather report kind of day. That is for darn sure. Let us know what MLB games you guys want to hear about, what you'd like to hear about here. We also got some questions coming in on World Cup.
Just
congrats
pull up
to
RJ. Pull up RJ. What is this? What is this prop? I know minus 230 is seldom a good bet. Harry Kane 1+ shot on target with the right foot. I saw this on DraftKings, where you could pick the foot
wow
of a shot on target.
Talk about micro markets, man. I mean,
listen, RJ,
he probably will shoot with his right foot today.
Even this is a little too specific for me. This is just a little.
It's a
little too much.
If this, I'll tell you what. I know what our Hammer Thursday play is going to be. Our Hammer Thursday play, we have to bet somebody's foot bet. So yes, RJ with a foot bet. And honestly, Andy, with this World Cup, I'm sure of people who have been on social media, you've seen yesterday the parlay cashed again, where Mbappe plays the same day as Haaland and plays the same day as Messi. Folks have been parlaying them all to score 2+ goals, and Twitter has been just unreal. I'm sitting there on the timeline watching everybody else cash these parlay bets, and I'm just like, Andy, why couldn't it have been us? We talked about it on the show yesterday. We were like, the 3 GOATs are playing today. We should parlay them as goal scorers. And we were like, and it cashed 2 straight match days. 2 straight match days.
You ain't going to get very good prices on that one moving forward.
The only thing that makes it
enough's enough.
Exactly. And the only thing that makes a foot bet better is that he turned it into a parlay foot bet with both teams to score in a baseball game. I like it. In the first 7, RJ's really getting down there, getting into the down nitty gritty.
That is as niche as it gets. It is $5 Tuesday over at Wager Talk. One of our plays is not a Harry Kane with 1+ shot on target with the right leg parlay with the Cubs Mets, both teams score. But we got a lot of $5 plays. We forgot to play the drop last week, Dan. We can't not play the $5.
I think this is what we need to turn the vibes around, Andy. It's $5 Tuesday. Let's get it. Are you not entertained?
love it when I turn up the bass.
Are you not entertained?
All right, $5 Tuesday, but first we got to get to the fade god. Let's bring in Jesse.
Jesse,
gentlemen,
how you doing, brother?
it's been an up and down week.
I know.
I guess everybody's going to remember my take on Argentina in the last video.
Since I wasn't going to bring up anything about Jesse when we spoke about Messi and how he started off the tournament, and maybe his best days were behind him. Argentina has scored 5 goals, Jesse, and all 5 of them have been off the foot. And you can choose your foot, which one you'd like to bet on, of one Lionel Messi. So, any thoughts there, Jesse? He's peaking, right? The downswing has to be coming for Messi, right?
I think I'm going to reserve the right to remain silent when it comes to Messi in this video. I may have something to say when it gets to the knockout rounds, although I've seen Argentina's trajectory, and it seems like they've just paved a clear path for them. So until they get to like the quarterfinals, they're probably not going to be challenged. But yeah, what's lost in the fact that I had a bit of an off take on Messi is I gave out 4 plays in last week's show, and 3 of them won, but people only remember the one that lost.
That's how it always works. You know how the comment section goes. If you do your job, Jesse, you get no praise for it. But if you're wrong, dear God, they're coming for you. So let's see if we can do something right here together, my friend, because I'm seeing this the same way that you are. Tonight, the nightcap is Colombia and Congo. And for me, Jesse, heading into this tournament, I really like Colombia's chances. Now, I think they finally exploded a little bit there. Now they got their match day 2 matchup here, and you're seeing them anywhere around minus 180 up to near $2 favorites against the Congo. That plus 630 tells you everything to know if you got a live dog here. There have only been 3 underdogs that have won outright in this tournament, Jesse. I think Congo can maybe be the 4th. What do you think?
Yeah, I am skeptical about that. Congo did get that 1-1 draw against Portugal, but if you really break that match down, they lost the battle of possession. They surrendered 75% of the possession to Portugal, but Portugal, they lack creativity on their attack right now. They've got a bit of a Cristiano Ronaldo problem. Ronaldo, the best thing I could do for Portugal is tell you that Ronaldo is washed. He's over the hill. He'll probably come out and score a hat trick today against Uzbekistan. But anyways, Ronaldo is past his prime, and there is some controversy in the Portugal squad. So I'm not reading too much into a game where they had no possession against Portugal and managed to walk away with a draw. Colombia, on the other hand, I do remember, Dan, you did mention they are your dark horse of the tournament. You said that 2 weeks ago. They were 3rd in the CONMEBOL standings in the South American World Cup qualifiers. They scored 28 goals in 18 matches. They actually finished ahead of Brazil and ahead of Uruguay. They've got some world-class players. They got Luis Diaz, who had a career year with 15 goals for Bayern Munich this season. I got to find a way to bet Colombia in this game. I'm not going to lay minus $2 to do it. I'm going to look at the first half, and I definitely don't like betting first half 3-way lines very often, but in this case, we can get plus money instead of laying $2. I think the domination for Colombia will start early. I think this Congo team, if they're going to give up 75% of the possession to Colombia, they're going to find themselves in a lot more trouble than they found against Portugal. And by the way, I believe Portugal scored in the first 2 minutes of that game and then struggled after that. So I'm going to play Colombia minus a half for the first half, plus 105.
Yeah, I like the way that you're attacking that too. If you even just look at the last 3 matches for Colombia in competitive play, including on match day 1, they've been leading at half in all 3 of those games. So I think another way that you could attack it, I think Colombia wins the game potentially there too. So if you want to bring that juice down on a big favorite, a way to maybe attack that if you like Jesse's thinking and think Colombia can get it done, you can go the halftime full time, where you could go Colombia winning at half and take them to win the game. Again, that gets a little bit tougher, but I'm kind of with Jesse. If they're winning early, they kind of can do what they did in the last game, step on the throat in the second half. Plus 125 for Columbia halftime, full time. So not an awful play there if you want to bring that juice down, not lay near $2. So Jesse, I'm lockstep with you on that one. Let's go Columbia. My dark horse kind of needs it. I'd like them to be able to pick their own shot on who they're playing in the round of 32. So let's go from your ears, or from your mouth to the soccer god's ears, Jesse. Let's talk some other teams to fade, and let's go to the Diamond to do it. You don't have to convince me on this one either as a Philadelphian. Let's talk this Cubs and Mets game tonight. Ugly game last night. Cubs get the win. Mets are looking to get that taste out of their mouth. Which team are we fading in this matchup, Jesse?
Yeah, I mean, the Cubs and the Mets, it's hard to pick a team to fade because you probably want to fade both of them. But the Cubs had really struggled. They were in a really bad slump, but they seem to have maybe broken out of it. And at the end of the day, the Mets are the favorite. They're minus 115 on the money line. And, you got to ask yourselves, why are the Mets the favorite? They're 34-43 overall. They're just 500 at home. They've lost 5 of their last 8. They ranked 26th in the majors in runs scored. They ranked 26th in team batting average, batting a combined 232. And if you want to isolate why they're favored, it would probably be Kodai Senga, the starting pitcher today. He's had plenty of good starts for the Mets. None of them this year, though. Kodai Senga this year 0-5 with an ERA of 9, a 1.88 whip in 6 starts. His last start was his first start back from a bit of a layoff due to injury, and he got rocked in 4 innings. He gave up 4 runs, 2 home runs, walked 4, pitched just 4 innings against the Cincinnati Reds. I definitely don't want to be backing Kodai Senga early in this game. The Cubs, they send Edward Cabrera to the mound. He doesn't have great numbers either, but at least he's healthy. At least the Cubs are back and winning some games. They've won 6 of their last 9. I think the Cubs will turn things around a little bit here in the second half. And the Cubs is a dog here. Give me the Cubs for the first 5 innings in this one.
First 5, the way to attack it. Jesse, we'll talk another fade here with you, but first, let folks know what you got rocking. It is $5 Tuesday. If people haven't bought from you before, try them out for $5. If you're a longtime Jesse fan, check them out, wt.buzz/JS. Or you just want to hate on Jesse, $5. And then you can ride with them or talk shit on him if the play doesn't hit there, Jesse. So what do you got over your page, wt.buzz/JS?
So my $5 play today is in the World Cup. I also have 2 baseball plays. I got a 3-game package available for just $29. We had a big day at the World Cup yesterday. I had 3 plays, 2 wins, and a push. And we really nailed the Senegal game against Norway. We had the both teams to score prop. We also had the over for the free play. And that one went according to script. It was a 3-2 win for Norway.
Yeah, they had 5 goals in total in that one. So the over was never in doubt for the free play for the folks, and cash the client play as well, Jesse. Keep it going, man. All right, let's talk this Diamondbacks and St. Louis Cardinals game. Last night, Andy and I gave out a loser here on the WagerTalk Today play of the day because we like the Cardinals to rack up some more runs. We thought it was a really good matchup, and then they get the win, but it wasn't exactly as resounding at the plate as maybe we expected. So if you want us to fade the Cardinals, you don't have to do much convincing for us here, Jesse. How are you looking to bet this one?
So prior to the season, I actually released a client play on the Cardinals regular season win total to go under. Obviously, that one didn't look great coming out of the gate. They sit in second in the Central. They got a record of 42-34. They're certainly overachieving. But the reason I didn't like the Cardinals is you look at that pitching staff. They got rid of a few veteran pitchers and they brought in a few young guys. And I just didn't have any faith that this pitching staff could hold up. They're off to a pretty good start, but I think the signs are starting to show. And Kyle Leahy goes tonight. He's 5-4 with a 4.63 ERA and a 1.57 whip. The Cardinals have lost 4 of his last 5 starts. He's 0-1 with a 5.12 ERA in his last 4 starts. And the Cardinals, they're just 5-5 in their last 10. And I think it's time to start fading the Cardinals like it's your job. Arizona, not a great team to back on the road, just 15-22 on the road. They're struggling as well, but their struggles come mostly to the pitching staff. They were dealt a huge blow when Michael Soroka pitched 1 inning and left with an injury in his last start. But tonight, they got Eduardo Rodriguez on the mound, and he's having himself a fine season, 6-2, 2.45 ERA, 1.23 WHIP. He allowed 1 run on 6 hits, 5 strikeouts, and 7 innings in a home win over the Angels in his last start. He's 2-1 with a 2.89 ERA in his last 5 starts. So in a pitching matchup with the starters being Rodriguez versus Leahy, and Leahy struggling and Rodriguez coming in on top form, I like Arizona for the first 5 innings in this one. I will say that Arizona has some injuries to their pitching staff, but as far as their lineup goes, they got some guys back. They got Lourdes Gurriel Jr. back. They got the catcher Moreno back. Nolan Arenado's having a fine season. This team's got the bats to get it done, and with the right pitcher on the mound, yeah, give me Arizona first 5 innings.
Comment below. Let us know which teams you're fading tonight. And Jesse, good luck on that play. This is a man that going back to the previous World Cup when the stars are out, when the lights are bright, Jesse sees it well. 17-6, over 70% in his World Cup plays. So Jesse, keep it going, man. Stay selective. And until we talk to you next, go Lionel Messi. We'll see you then, Jesse. Gotta love it. Gotta love it, Andy. As we mentioned with him, $5 Tuesday, people can check it out. As you know, as up and down as it has been, Andy, and we have certainly been a bit on a downswing here. You know, we tell you when we win, we tell you when we're losing. $5 Tuesdays have been great for us over the last few weeks. So let's make it another one. What do we got rocking today?
Yeah, we got an interesting $5 Tuesday. We do have an MLB play that is up, but we have a play for Wednesday that goes off for $5. So as soon as midnight hits, that goes to $25. And then we have a monster cricket play. Jan wanted to make this a 5%, but we decided to do it for 4% on $5 Tuesday because we can't do 5% best bets. That goes off on Thursday. That is a test match, so it's going to last a couple days. So just be warned, but get these $5 plays in your pocket because we got you covered on Wednesday and Thursday. So
love that.
World Cup. God, just some infuriating losses, but the props have been very good in World Cup. So props have been very good in WNBA and MLB. So pretty happy with some of the categories we've been in. Others not so much. Some of the money lines have been just brutal, but the props been rocking really good. So that's what we got at $5 Tuesday and getting all of them for only $15. Dan, we got some huge trades in the NBA. Giannis is the big one. So Giannis goes to the Miami Heat for Tyler Hero, Khalil Ware, Jaime Jaquez, 3 first-round picks, including number 13, 1 pick swap, 1 second-round pick. I just think this is a horrible trade for Miami.
It's a textbook
NBA.
Yeah, it's a textbook like Pat Riley move, right? Like make a big time splash, make a big time trade away assets. I mean, I know my Heat friends, they're excited about it. Mainly they're excited that they don't have to see the Tyler Hero edition of the Heat anymore is what a lot of them are excited for. But like you said, in this day and age, you look at these teams that are making it. You know what I mean? You look at Oklahoma City. Sure, they fell short, but that team is just their beauty is in their depth. You know what I mean? And also when you look at this, when you look at the Spurs side of the equation, youth. You know what I mean? That's the whole thing for that team is youth and ability to beat you in a litany of different ways. You know, and then you look at how the Knicks did it, and the Knicks did it with find a nucleus, stick with that nucleus, add pieces here and there. None of those formulas are what's happening here with this Giannis move. I'm kind of with you. I was glad that my team wasn't in on the lottery, even though I don't have an NBA team.
It just like I know it's not that exciting if you're a Milwaukee Bucks fan, but that team was going nowhere.
Yes,
you're not that excited, but you have to do it for like you have to look at the second apron. Owners are not going over this luxury tax, so you have to get guys on either rookie deals or someone like Jalen Brunson who took less money to get his former college teammates in there. But trading this haul for Giannis, it doesn't work. And by the way, he's always hurt now at the end of the season. Like, when was the last time you were like, oh, he looks great in the playoffs? Like, this is not how well does him and Bam actually work together? I don't really see that as I mean, it sounds awesome how you get two bigs, but literally they have like Davion Mitchell, Norm Powell. This is going to be a disaster in the backcourt for him. I just a big Giannis fan, but trading massive amounts of capital for these guys that were great 5 years ago is just like when he's healthy, but he's never healthy at the end.
Sell a lot of jerseys, Andy. They'll sell. The Heat are going to sell a lot of jerseys. You know what I mean? They're going to put asses in seats. The only problem is you don't know if it's a load management night for Giannis. So
Pat Riley's 80. He's exactly. 80. So you're like, let's roll the dice and see if we can do it. And then one of the funniest trades. Minnesota's like, hey, Julius Randle, you're going to New York, and he's like, oh, on my old team, cool. I know them. Okay, great. I'll go to the championship team. Like, no, it's the other one. And he's like, can I just play for the Liberty instead of that? So, but there you go. There's another salary dump. They got off of Randall. Yeah. They got off some money just for a second round pick. These teams are doing whatever it takes to get under that apron. So just early indicate. That's the thing, RJ. In 3 years, look at the Paul George Kawhi trade. Like OKC, like every year it was like, oh, we get another pick. Oh, we have another pick. Oh, we have it. So,
exactly.
I can't believe somebody did it in this day and age when you've seen the recipe to success, and it's rookie contracts, guys that hit early in the contract, it's superstars that take a little bit less. So I'm out on this trade for Miami. So that backwards horrible.
I guess last little headline before we go. It was funny because last week you went rapid fire with Joe Ranieri about like, hey, here's some different storylines, things like that. And one of the things you guys brought up was this whole Trae Young going to test the marketplace, things like that. And then Joe said, no, he's not. Joe literally verbatim goes, he ain't leaving that money on the table. This is all bluster. And then 4 years, $202 million for Trae Young to be staying with the Wizards.
They can't help themselves. Teams like the Wizards, the Sacramento Kings, they just can't help them. So 4 years, $200 million for Trae Young. Have fun in the last year of that contract. I mean, this is just why some of these teams you can immediately rule out 10 to 12 teams every single year before it starts. You can do this any sport. Football's the same way. You're like Browns, we can rule them out. Like the Jets, you can kind of roll them out. You just cross them off. And it's like, it's preseason. It's like, yeah, we know. So, all right, well, let's bring on Ross Benjamin. We got to talk a little MLB. But Ross, did you have any thoughts on these NBA trades? Or
yeah, I mean, I agree with you, Andy. I think it's a lot to give up. But if you know anything, I mean, I lived in the Miami area for 7 years, a couple decades ago, and if you know anything about the Heat organization, is like Dan alluded to. This is. I think Dan alluded to it. It might have been you, Andy, that this is atypical of Pat Riley, a trade of this nature. And it's all about star power in South Beach, and bringing in Giannis causes a lot of stir, causes a lot of interest. And but, again, I think a great point that Andy made is that he's been injury prone over the last couple of years, especially when it matters most. So we'll see how it transpires. I don't think it's going to come out very good. It's not going to be a happy ending, I think, this trade for Miami in the long haul.
Well, let's go to a couple games. We got a couple weather-related games, but it looks like Guardians White Sox will be pretty good. We got Messick versus Burke. Got a couple of the top teams in the AL Central. Should be a good, close game. Pretty decent pitching matchup. How do you break this game down?
Yeah, I really like Parker Messick. I think he's one of the more underrated starting pitchers in the American League. He's especially been good he's a 6 innings pitcher or less. And he's gone 6-1 to the under in 7 road starts this year against the first 5 inning total. So games in which he's been involved in been very low scoring for the time he was in the game. And during those 7 on the road this year, he's posted a 2.48 ERA and a 1.10 WHIP, and like I alluded to, only averaging 5.8 innings pitched per start. So Cleveland offensively has been anemic of late. Over the last 7 games, a 190 team batting average, a 276 OBP, or on base percentage. Chicago over their last 7, not much better. A 209 team batting average, 258 on base percentage. Sean Burke gets a start for the White Sox. I'm not so crazy about him like I am Parker Messick, but the bottom line is that the Cleveland Guardians have struggled against Burke, because their current roster is just 7 for 31, or 6 for 31, 194 team batting average against Burke. And Burke has pitched 3-0 to the under against the first 5 inning total in his last 3 starts. Both of these bullpens have struggled mightily over each of their last 7 games. So I'm just going to cut them right out of the equation, shorten the game to 5 innings. And I like the Cleveland Guardians and Chicago White Sox game to go under 3.5 first 5 inning total. And again, be sure the starting pitchers are key here. So make sure you hit that listed button for starting pitchers in this game.
Moving on to Braves and the Padres. Before we do that, it's $5 Tuesday. Tell everyone what you have up, and then we'll talk about your college football.
I will have a $5 pick, 4-star or 4% top play going in tomorrow's World Cup game between Switzerland and Canada. I'll also have a 4% best bet up shortly in Major League Baseball. My all sports 4% and 5% best bets, a combined 65 and 40 to last 105. And also Major League Baseball 4% and 5% best bets combined 22 and 8 with my last 30, 73%, making a net profit of over 57 units on those picks. So Major League Baseball 4% top play, World Cup Wednesday 4% top play when it comes to the game between Canada and Switzerland.
All right, well, let's talk about Braves and Padres. We got Richie versus Canning. Canning was pretty bad first part of the season, but now he's got 2 good starts and 1 absolutely horrific one in this month. So to me, this game comes down to what are we going to get from Canning. And I think the books kind of agree. It's basically a straight pick 'em over under 8. What do you make of this game?
Yeah, I got to admit, before I went on air, I did not handicap Canning. Okay, so keep that in mind, because for the longest time, right up until an hour ago, they had undecided for the Padres starting pitcher. So I'm going to go from there. The Padres are off last night's 1-0 win at home against Atlanta. The Padres 1-5 this year off a shutout win, and 0-3 at home if they're coming off a shutout win. The Padres are just 20-19 at home this year, averaging only 3.4 runs per game and hitting just .213 as a team at home. Conversely, the Braves 24-15 on the road, averaging 5.4 runs per game and 61 home runs hit in those 39 road games. And the Padres also are 1-4 at home this year after allowing 1 run or less in their previous game. Nothing pitcher related there. I will say that I do like Richie more than Canning, that's for sure. But I am going to go action on this one, guys. It doesn't matter who the starting pitchers are. Action play, Atlanta -115, money line over San Diego.
I have to agree. This Braves team has overachieved the whole year. I mean, they've been slowing down a bit, but boy, they sure look like the better team now. So, all right, well, we got to start talking football, man. We're 6 weeks away from preseason. We got college football, and you've been absolutely crushing college football. So tell us a bit about it.
Yeah, college football over the last 3 seasons, folks, 182 and 120 combined, 60% win rate, plus 155.76 units the last 3 years in college football. That ranks number 1 at WagerTalk over that 3-year period of time in college football. Last year, just terrific. Finished number 2. One other guy had a better season than me, and God bless him, because I went 53 and 31 in college football last year. That's 63%, folks, and made a net profit of 75.99 units. So college football has been a charm over the last 3 seasons. It's normally $5.99 for an early bird special right now for college football, which will take you right through the national championship game. However, they marked mine down to $4.99. So from now until July the 4th, folks, it's a limited time offer. Get my entire college football season for just $4.99, and that'll take you right through the national championship game. At that price, I don't know why you would hesitate after the records I just gave you. And again, folks, this is an early bird special. We're rewarding you for committing early. A lot of you took advantage of it last year. Like to see the same response this year. I don't know why I wouldn't. And the NFL, by the way, I finished last year on a 32 and 21 run, 60%. You can get college football and NFL annual package together for just $777. And again, that offer extends to July the 4th. And that is a terrific offer. And again, for another $278, you're going to get the rest of the NFL too. College football right through the national championship game, NFL right through the Super Bowl.
Awesome stuff. Ross Benjamin, pretty impressive record there on college football. Congratulations. And yeah, early bird specials are up. About time to start looking at some season win totals and props. Looking forward to it. Thank you for joining us, Ross.
Yeah, boys, always a pleasure. Thank you.
Absolutely. All right. Well, Dan, I was going to bring this up here. Your team, well, just the over-under season win totals, early looks. Your team's at 10.5. Your team's at 10.5, juice to the under. My team is at 7.5. The Colts were juiced to the under. So, initial thoughts. Under my team.
Yeah, I mean, when the Eagles schedule came out, I said on its surface, it looks like it's a really advantageous schedule. You know what I mean? So it's right away, I line them right around 10 wins. I mean, that's kind of like what their floor has been in the Nick Sirianni era, to be honest. So unless, the bottom drops out, which if you look at their roster, I don't expect it. But on the surface, Andy, schedule is really nice. Now, when you start diving into the schedule and realize they are playing 5 games in which the team that they face is coming off of a bye week. That's something that under the surface, the rest disadvantage that this team is going to, I hesitate to say, enjoy, is going to face this season, is going to throw a wrench in, and certainly them, how I'm going to be betting them against the spread. How it translates to how they win, I mean, all Jalen Hurts does is win games. So, the spread being the ultimate equalizer might change things for me. The other thing that sucks is they're going back to the UK. They play the Jags in London. I went on that trip the last time they did it. It was an awesome time. They won that game. However, typically after you travel overseas, Andy, you get the next week as a bye week. Eagles do not enjoy a bye week. In fact, they are playing a team coming off of a bye after coming back here. So that there's a lot of things that make me, so I line them right around 10 wins. I think the juice kind of tells you that's probably right where they're going to be around. I just, with that rest disadvantage, I can't be bullish on taking them 11 or more wins personally.
My team's just staring 0-3 right in the face. Like just Ravens.
It's tough.
Prime time at Arrowhead, followed up by Texans with our quarterback coming off of Achilles. The fact that they're saying he's going to be okay to play week 1 is bonkers to me. Get a broken leg and an Achilles. I don't have much faith in my Colts. So just too many injuries at the quarterback position. So already started looking at some of the player props. Matthew Stafford over 30.5 touchdowns continues.
You love that one.
Stare me in the face.
Yeah, it's just saying, Andy, you must bet me. You must bet me. Here's Block checking in. Andy, you're smoking it. We got a crack smoking reference. Let's go. That's how you know it's a Tuesday.
I'm just saying, I think you're smoking crack if you think Daniel Jones is going to be even close to 100% at the beginning of the season. So we'll see. We'll see. All right. Well, it's $5 Tuesday, but also, Dan, it's Dinger Tuesday. So if you guys,
you know it, baby. Show us your dingers, folks.
All right. First-time viewers, first off, thanks for watching. Here's how Tuesday works. There is a sports book that does Dinger Tuesday where you get a 50% boost. So Dan and I try and pick a guy to hit a home run. And after the show is over, in the comment section, give us your nominee to hit a home run. Give us your WagerTalk username. If you correctly pick a guy, we'll give you a 3-day pass. If Dan and I correctly pick one, we'll pick somebody in the comment section as well. So I'll go first. I got my dinger locked and loaded. I'm going to go with Pete Alonso here, Dan. You get this up to plus 480. I almost wanted one of his teammates, but some of these numbers are really, really, really promising. Johnson's pitching for the Angels. He started once in March. He got shelled, time off, comes back May. 3 appearances as reliever, same thing, get shelled, time off. Comes back June 18th and just has an awful start. He gave up 2 home runs and 5 earned runs in 5 innings. Alonso has 18 home runs this year. 15 have been against righties, 9 of them on the road. All those boxes are checked, and the Angels do not have a good bullpen. 4.71 ERA. So I will take Pete Alonso as my dinger.
Andy, I just need to see one go through. I just need a dinger to finally hit here. And the Philadelphia Phillies were uncharacteristic at the plate to start off their series against the Washington Nationals. So I don't care, Andy. Call me square. Say it's horrible to take a plus 190 home run better. Give me Schwarber to go yard. Kyle Schwarber, home run. He's a lefty. They're going to be facing Zach Lytle. I don't understand how Lytle's even a pitcher still in the MLB. Or certainly a starting pitcher at this point. 29 home runs already. 19 of them have come against righties. And he gets to play one with his slugging percentage through the roof right now. So give me Schwarber. I can comment below. Dan, this is so square. This is so stupid. It's such a homer pick. It is all of those things, but it is my Dinger Tuesday selection. If you want to be entered in to win a free 3-day flex pass, comment below right after Andy and I wrap this show. We'll do a little World Cup rundown. But when we're done with the show, comment below and let us know what your dinger is. Who's hitting a home run today? If they hit a home run, you win a free 3-day flex pass. It's that easy. Comment below. Tell your friends to comment below. And while you're down there, hit that like button. But I'm going square. Schwarber going yard. I think Marsh is also in play. I think the Phils should have a pretty good day. And Matt's bullpen, they got away with one last night. I think if they don't come early against Lytle, they'll come late. So Phillies, and if the Phillies are hitting home runs, Schwarber's hitting one.
Did you say he's given up 29 home runs this year?
No, I said that Schwarber has 29 home runs already. Yeah. So I may have misspoke. That would be incredible. If we got to bet a pitcher who's given up 29 home runs, that would be incredible. Let him still
go out there
every single time. Be a record. Every single time. That would be our Dinger Tuesday every time. We're like, fuck, is he on the mound?
Yeah. All right, guys. $5 Tuesday.
Schwarber's racked.
Schwarber's ready. All right, $5 Tuesday. We got a cricket play that goes off on Thursday. We got an insane prop on tomorrow's card that Dan and I just absolutely love. The prop for tomorrow's World Cup is awesome.
Yeah,
so, and then we got an MLB play that goes off tonight. So appreciate all you guys for watching. Like button, subscribe to the channel, show us your dinger in the comment section. Make sure you include your WagerTalk username. We'll be back tomorrow to get you continued on the World Cup. Actually, we got some time here. Let's go through the World Cup, Dan. We got plenty of time. It's chalk heavy, man. It's just so chalky today.
It's really chalky here today. To full disclosure, we got one client play here that is going to be going tonight. So you can go grab that over at Andy's page. But the play we really like, I like a lot on Wednesday. Today's card, well, we got Portugal coming up here. They're playing against Uzbekistan. That's coming up here in 20 minutes, so we won't spend much time on that. Everyone is saying Cristiano Ronaldo to score. It's minus 190, Andy. Like it's minus 190. And then everyone's going to want to cash on him to score 2 because the other goat scored 2. This Portugal team, they seem disjointed. I mean, you learned a lot there in their first opening round match against the Congo DR, being only a 1-1 draw. It really didn't look too dominant as they kind of expected to be a dark horse. Yes, they had 75% of the possession. And what did they do with that, Andy? They had one shot on goal. That one shot went in, but this just seems like a team that's super disjointed. So for me, it was an easy pass. I don't know if you saw anything for you in Portugal and Congo that's worth mentioning with the kickoff 20 minutes away, you know?
Portugal, Uzbekistan, no. I mean, minus 700. I mean, I guess you could look at the 1.5, but that's even minus 235. No, I could not come up with anything remotely decent. They're making you pay too big of a price. So. Yeah,
and that's the story on all of these games, Andy. So this England and Ghana game. Ghana, you know, we talked about them. We had a loser on them because we had Panama plus the half goal because they were missing one of their best players. That player has since been admitted entry. So he is back. So this Ghanan side that already grabbed a 1-0 victory over a much less opponent, I will say, against Panama. It's a different game here against England, man. This was a total that was sitting at 2.5, juiced heavily to the over. We're now seeing 3.5s. I expect goals. I think this could be an England win to nil spot here. They're a big-time favorite. They're a favorite for a reason. They won 4-2 on match day 1 against Croatia. They showed the firepower that they can have. I know everyone wants Harry Kane goals as well. We'll see if we end up getting some of those through. So for me, Andy, it would be, you know, Take England, same kind of way that I talked about Colombia. Maybe you go halftime, full time. I think they win this game, but you have to find a way to bet it that's not just on a money line.
All right, go to Panama and Croatia.
Yuck.
Yeah, you kind of said it. So I really don't have much in this one either.
Draw. Bet a draw. I mean, and now here's what I will say. No, I think Croatia can definitely win this game. So you know, I'm personally not betting a draw. This game's gross. Like all the World Cup games, you know, I've watched every single one of them. Andy, I think that Turkey one set soccer back decades having to watch that one. This could be one of the least entertaining matches of the entire World Cup group stage. I have nothing I'm excited about in this match. Croatia did show the ability to score against that England side, so maybe you look for Croatia over their team total. But other than that, again, Andy, this was just a board that I wasn't really all that enthused about.
Yeah, it's not great. It's just not a great slate of games today. Like we have a same game parlay in this game that's on the prop line. That video got released last night. So we've been cooking in same game parlays, 6-2. Yeah, 6-2 since we started releasing those. So that'll be my only play. But I just don't think there's a lot of great lines here. The books are definitely going to get sick of getting smoked by the famous and best players scoring these goals and multiple goals. There's going to be a bloodbath coming.
Exactly. There 1,000% will be. And the fact that only 3 dogs have won outright, that will change here, especially on match day 3 when some teams are going to be fine with losing. There's going to be travesties of games where people are just passing around for 90 minutes. So match day 3, majority of them will not be exciting games. We'll probably be looking to bet a bunch of unders on those games. And if you want our thoughts on Colombia and Congo, we talked about that with Jesse. We have a best bet up in that game, so you can check that out, wt.buzz/AL. Strong Tuesday show, Andy. I'm feeling good. I think the vibes are starting to turn around.
Yeah, tomorrow we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games.
And it's the start of match day 3. So of those 6 games, it's going to be dual screens because at 3:00, you got Switzerland and Canada and Bosnia and Qatar. That's going to decide how that group shapes out. Same thing, you're going to see Scotland, Brazil. That's going to be a banger of a match. Very excited for that one. And Morocco, Haiti. Can Haiti get a goal in this tournament? And then that's good 6:00, 9:00, the nightcap I don't think they can, especially not against
I don't
that
think they
Moroccan
can
side.
either.
And then South
no
Africa,
way.
South Korea, I think is going to be a terrific match. And then there's question marks on how does Mexico play since they're already signed, sealed, delivered as group winners. Can Czech stave through? We'll see. We only have one more chance to lose money betting the Czech Republic potentially, Andy. So maybe we line up and bet them again. We'll see.
I've had enough. I'm tapping out. I'm tapping out. I'm betting on the
foot
Czech.
down. No more of the Chechias.
No. I got rear naked choke and squeeze the air out of me. So I'm done. So, all right. Thanks, guys, for watching. We'll be back tomorrow to get you ready for a monster day of World Cup. So we'll be breaking down 6 games tomorrow. Figure out a way to make money off that slate. Take advantage of $5 Tuesday. Get as many as you feel comfortable with. Careful with bankroll management. Don't have too much of your bankroll on the line tonight. But we'll be back tomorrow. Hopefully, everyone profited. Good luck on your bets. We'll see everyone tomorrow. Take care.